welcome back to Dungeons and Drama Nerds, a podcast exploring the intersection of theater and tabletop role-playing games. Last we left off, our adventuring party had gone deep into the depths of Bart's lab, and they are investigating a new chamber. You proceed through the door into a large glass box suspended in blank space with a single dial on the wall about 2 feet off the ground across the room. The dial is circular like a clock with a hand that can be moved, and the dial is split into 4 sections, one with a white star, one with a green flower, one with a yellow circle, and one with an orange diamond. Beneath the dial is a keyhole made of crystalline material.
So it is not a bowl of Lucky Charms.
All right.
No, and it's also not a bowl of blood or ooze or water.
And it's hovering in the air.
It's like on the wall.
On the wall. And what is the shape of this room?
It's a cube.
A cube, and we're walking in from... Okay, so we walk in.
And then directly across on the opposite wall is this dial.
Okay, and the hands are facing where at the time?
It's like up in the 12 o'clock position, sort of not on any specific thing.
Okay, so the other ones are sort of like...
And then it's clockwise, white star, green flower, yellow circle, orange diamond.
Like sort of like northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then a keyhole underneath.
A keyhole underneath the dial.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, we don't have a key.
Says you.
We don't have a key that I know of.
So that's what we're looking at?
Oh, no, yes, that's exactly right.
And the keyhole would be below.
That's okay. So we're looking at something like that, but in clockwise motion, it's star, circle. It's star, circle, flower.
Star, flower, circle, diamond.
Star, circle, flower, diamond.
Star, flower, circle, diamond.
Yes.
Star, flower, circle, diamond?
Yeah.
Star, flower,
circle, diamond. And are you all staying on the other side of the room, or have you approached?
I haven't moved anywhere.
I'm going to need to approach.
You approach.
I mean, I'm
as
the
you
one not injured.
Yeah. As you approach, uninjured, standing tall and proud, you see another inscription plaque appear. My roots into the heavens thrust, my trunk a spear that never rusts. Though I am strong as any knife, what makes me gleam can end my life.
My roots
into the heavens thrust.
My trunk a spear.
So roots go up.
It's a dagger or a large weapon of some nature.
Into the heavens thrust. So what goes on? So roots go on top.
Right. The roots are on top and not on the bottom. Right.
Normally, no.
But my roots into the heavens thrust.
Right. But the roots are on the top here. Right.
My trunk.
And the trunk is a spear that never rusts.
That's a diamond. Though I am strong as any knife, what makes me gleam can end my life.
Mushroom, gem, stalagmite. I'm just throwing things out there.
Actually, yeah, I like what is it? The ceiling one. Is that stalactite?
Tight. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, tight. Stalactite.
Yeah, my roots into the heavens thrust, my trunk a spear that never rusts. Though I am strong as any knife, what makes me gleam, they're usually made by like water, can end my life, because it could erode.
Though I am strong as any knife.
Maybe.
And just to be clear, there's one hand on this dial?
Yeah.
And it faces up.
Yeah, right now it's up in like a neutral position.
But you could potentially spin it.
Yes.
Can you spin the dial too?
No.
Oh.
The only movable
turn.
The only movable piece is the hand.
The hand, and does the hand point at the white star, the flower, the circle, and the diamond?
Potentially it could.
Okay. So would it be possible that each phrase of this riddle points at a different one of the shapes?
Maybe, yeah.
I think that makes some sense.
I'm not trying to make sense. I'm just saying.
Well, which of these four could we attribute to the roots into the heavens thrust?
The star,
Flower. No.
The star.
Yeah.
Roots into the heavens thrust. I would have said flower, but I'm willing to hear star.
Well, sure, a flower though, but flowers have roots that go into the ground.
Right.
Which is why I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that's where my brain.
My trunk and spirit
didn't
never
pick
rest. No, heard.
And also a yellow circle could be the sun.
Oh.
Okay.
What's the orange diamond? If we think they represent things.
The orange diamond is not Donald Trump.
Hopefully not.
Would be a wild turn for this game to take.
What makes me gleam can end my life is also a star.
What makes me gleam can end my life.
Right, because a star explodes.
Mm-hmm.
It does sort of make sense if Sriracha is right that each line is about a different symbol, then it would be sort of a combination lock.
Yeah.
You have to find the right sequence.
Can I do a quick... I don't know if this is part of it, but like I feel like maybe some sort of intelligence check on a specific line of the poem?
What are you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to figure out if though I am strong as any knife has anything to do with the diamond.
I think that gets a little bit too close to let me roll to figure out the puzzle.
Too metagamey. Okay, cool. No, it's fine. That's totally fine.
Yeah, you can certainly like check out the dial as a whole, or like investigate. Like you could check out.
Gavin, can you look at this? Because I'm still thinking real hard about making you feel good and holding on to this little piece of like rabbit's fur that makes it magic.
Absolutely. I don't know what kind of how to tackle this.
Well, I don't either, but I want to say that the colors were meant something in the last room.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, so we have white and yellow and orange and a green. It's a green flower.
Yep.
There's no such thing as a green flower.
No, I don't think so. The Dungeon Master's raising an eyebrow at us. Should I make a nature check to see if there are green flowers in this world?
At this point, I'm just fucking with you.
I'm pretty sure there are. Can I go up? Can Chadrick go up to it? Chadrick's going to turn the dial towards the star.
Turn the dial towards the star. Okay. As you do, a winter wonderland springs up around you, a glaciated, peaceful forest of pine trees and snow. Nearby, you see a dire wolf and its cubs frolicking. And you see, like, there are a couple of rock faces that are sort of gleaming with ice.
Whoa.
Turn it off.
I turn it off.
You try to move the dial, and it appears that it no longer works. It doesn't seem to do anything when you try to turn it back.
Okay. Whoa.
So now we're in this strange world. Is there any way for Gavin to try to tell whether this is an illusion of some kind?
Make an Arcana check.
Amazing. Assuming I still get the advantage from Chadrick's spell, that's a 14.
For intelligence.
Yeah, you do.
That's
14?
14, yeah.
Okay, so you can tell, first of all, that the device just needs to recharge for a few hours.
A few hours?
Yes. And you can also tell this is a demi-plane of some kind.
Oh.
That where sort of a winter seasonal scene has been sort of planted.
So we've been transported to another realm of some kind. Or another realm has been transported to us. This is very powerful magic.
Whoa.
A demi-plane.
Wow.
So does the dire wolf notice us?
The wolf notices you and just kind of goes back to what it's doing. It appears to sort of take like a mild interest, but it doesn't appear to be aggressive.
Wow.
does it look like this winter landscape extends like as far as we can see, or is it just the size of this room? Okay, wow.
No, the dial is sort of stuck to a rock face in front of you. It's the only sort of unnatural thing about this environment. Everything else is just sort of like a rolling landscape.
So we have a couple of hours to kill now, thanks to Chadrick, in this winter wonderland.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry. We're used to it.
We are used to it. Thanks.
Boop.
That was fun. Thanks for booping me. I was feeling bad for a second. And you booped me on the nose, and I was like, oh, right, we're friends.
We're all friends. Nice. We're all friends.
We kid.
Okay.
So perhaps there's something... Why would a powerful wizard who wanted to give sentience to animals throw visitors into a winter wonderland?
Does anybody
after dousing them in acid?
Can anybody speak with animals?
I can speak with small animals, so I suppose I can talk to the direwolf puppies.
I think I don't know, something close to speaking like with them or communicating with them.
You do have the speak with animals spell.
Great, that one.
Oh, what do you play to make that spell? What music do you play to make that spell happen?
What do I play to make a spell happen?
Yeah. For that spell in particular, I'm trying to learn it.
Oh, well, anything really live by Beyonce works. Anything from
Homecoming specifically.
Homecoming is my favorite, but
Nokuzola just like all of a sudden like a fucking marching band just shows up behind Nokuzola.
The direwolves get information.
Yes.
She casts speak with animals, and you find yourself able to communicate with the wolves.
Awesome. And I'm just asking them how this happened, how they got here.
A really nice guy just sort of asked us to come here, and now we're here. He takes care of us, but I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, so you've met this man.
Ask if the man's name is Bart.
Is the man's name Bart?
What is a name?
Yeah, of course. The man, do you remember what he looks like?
He has white hair.
Yeah. Is he short?
He's very small.
Yeah, small. Thank you. Small, not short. So discursive. Okay. White hair. Small. Perfect. And you said you haven't seen him in a while. How long is a while for you? What does a while mean?
What is time?
Cut really quickly back to all of us watching Nokuzola being like to a fucking 8-foot tall wolf.
A giant wolf.
Ooh, remember, I'm a cat too. This is perfect.
It's amazing.
Okay, so this man, the last time you saw him, were you small or big?
Big.
Okay. And how long have you been here? Nope, we don't remember
know.
time. Right. You're not as smart as me. Okay. Let's see. Any other questions, friends? Is there anything else we can ask this lovely animal?
Is there anything odd or unusual located in this landscape? Is there, I don't know, anything that's not just woods and snow?
Zola, will you ask the direwolf that question?
She does. And the wolf said, "No, I just snow and ice."
Zola, will you ask the wolf do the poem for the puzzle?
I will not make you recite the entire poem.
Oh no, please, let me.
Okay. I will make you recite the entire poem.
I'm going to read you a poem, and I'd like you to let me know if any of this sounds familiar to you. My roots into the heavens thrust, my trunk a spear that never rusts. Though I am strong as any knife, what makes me gleam can end my life.
And it looks at you kind of confused, but you see a small white mouse kind of run up onto the wolf's head and then dash away.
OMG.
Follow the white mouse.
Sorry.
Follow the white mouse.
Thank you for all the time. Let's go, mouse. Follow.
Chadrick has just been looking at the stars this whole time, looking up to see if there's the stars in the skies, and he's like, whoa, whoa. And off.
You see the mouse kind of run up onto a rock outcropping. It's sort of like a cave mouth. And you see kind of ice all over the rock. And it's sort of just sitting up on top.
And it's just waiting. It's watching.
It's just sort of watching you.
Can you speak to it?
Yeah. Hey.
Somehow
Gavin can.
Hey.
you find that your spell doesn't seem to work on this mouse.
Hey. Oh.
Gavin, you try.
I can only communicate one way with them, but I'll try. I'll say to the
One
mouse.
way.
Yes, I can communicate ideas to small animals.
But only...
It's extremely useful.
They're not going to talk back.
Yes,
They're
they
not
don't
gonna
talk back.
Oh.
I'll say to the mouse, Mouse, do you want us to follow you? Nod if yes.
It just sort of stays put,
Okay, that's not helpful.
kind of just looking at you.
That means that we're where the mouse wants us to be.
I suppose. Is there something in the cave?
Make a perception check.
I'll do that too. Oh,
I'll do it
It's a
too.
natural 1 for a 0.
jeez. 2.
I got an 11.
Ooh.
What do I have to add to it? Anything?
Your
Your perception skill. So
Which-
it's like your wisdom.
for you,
Wisdom
that's a +1.
+1. So 12.
You peer into the cave.
Yes.
You don't see anything particularly of note.
No? It's like looking at a Neil LaBute play. I see nothing of note.
The shade of it all.
God
This
bless
podcast
you.
is secretly our hot takes about theater.
I as a straight white man, I concur. Nothing of interest or note.
I mean,
Well, y'all take a look. There doesn't appear to be anything inside the cave.
so do we go in the cave, guys?
Yeah, I'm going in the cave. I'm fucking cold out here.
Yeah, I was going to say, it is shelter since we're stuck here for a few hours, it seems like.
Oh, right.
Ugh.
Thanks, Chadrick.
Yeah, you
What
go.
are we
You
gonna
go
do,
into the
guys,
cave.
to keep warm?
I have a tent.
Me too. Me too.
Oh, Sriracha. This is like that one time you were like, I got a tent. And I was like, what is it? And then I didn't really like what you showed me.
Yeah.
But it was a funny joke.
It's a sweet hotness going on right here.
All right, so we go into the cave.
Yeah, you go into
Does
the
the
cave.
mouse follow us? I mean, I feel like would we? I don't know if I'm like going to go in there unless the mouse is what I'm following.
The mouse is staying up on top.
Can we climb up?
Yeah, is there a way to get to where the mouse is?
Yeah, you can kind of walk up and around. You make it up. There doesn't seem to be anything noteworthy here. The mouse is just kind of looking up at you, kind of pointedly.
I kneel down next to it and say, what do you want from us, mouse?
He's not going to...
Show us what you need us to do.
I hope he responds, Gavin. I hope he responds.
He kind of turns his gaze outward and then looks back at you.
Outward.
What do I see out where he was looking?
Just the kind of pine, snowy, icy landscape.
I'm going to put my hand down and see if the mouse will get into my hand.
It does.
Yeah? Okay. I'm going to put him on my shoulder.
Okay. Yeah, it just hangs out up there.
Oh.
So Let's not go in the cave. Let's walk in the direction that the mouse was looking a second ago.
Yeah,
Perhaps there's something out there.
Okay, you set off, and the
it's
mouse.
like the X-Files.
The mouse hops back off of Chadrick's shoulder and runs back up to the top.
Come on.
Okay.
Ugh, I go back up. Stay down. I'll go back up. I get the mouse. I put it back on my shoulder. Let's come on.
Jumps off and runs back up.
No. We're not leaving. And I go back up and I put the mouse on my shoulder and I'm like, come on.
And we go into the cave.
We'll go in the cave. And we go into the cave. Yeah.
Yeah.
The mouse hops off and runs back up.
Come on. What are you doing? Oh, and I go back up and I'm like,
Dude, mouse. Dude.
yes, exactly. I'm going to be like, dude.
It just looks at you like, and it's beady mouse eyes.
He seemed to made a face with his mouth as well, it seemed.
This is an audio medium, Kevin.
And then the mouse was a douchebag.
It stamps its tiny mouse foot on the ice that it's standing on.
Okay, so we have to wait here. Is that right? Talking to the mouse.
Just looks at you.
Ugh. I'm going in the
Stomps
cave.
its tiny little foot.
Can I investigate the cave?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Oh.
You're not going to tell us how bad it was?
No. It was a 7.
Oh.
You don't find anything.
It's a fucking +5 on investigation, and I got a 7.
Well.
Yikes. Sorry.
I'm only good at certain things. And none of them have happened yet.
Can I check the mouse's emotion?
Let me look at sense emotions really quick. It is for humanoids, which a mouse is not. So unfortunately, you cannot check the mouse's emotion.
Does my nature intelligence help us in any way?
Yeah.
Your natural intelligence is telling you this mouse is super smart and super not a normal mouse, but otherwise, you're not picking up anything.
Is it? Oh. Gavin.
Yes.
I'm sorry. And I'm gonna drop that other thing. And I'm gonna sit here because it seems like we got time. Ritual cast detect magic again. And I want to know if there's anything coming off of that mouse.
The mouse is not magical.
Just
Don't
a
make
mouse.
that face at me, Christopher Diercksen.
But it's not. No, this is just my thinking face. Actors think this all the time when I'm directing. They're like, "Is he mad?" And it's like, "No, he's just thinking." That's a real anecdote that has happened in multiple rehearsal processes as a director. My stage managers at this point know to say to actors, he's not mad.
He's not mad. He's just thinking.
He just has resting grumpy cat face.
Wow.
Aw.
Fine. Is there any magic anywhere else around me?
No. I mean, like, you are on a demi-plane, so, like, it is magical.
Yeah, but it's like, well, nothing. Okay, great. Conjuration. Awesome. Okay.
But is there holleration?
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to investigate. I'm going to keep going into the cave. I'm going to go as far in as I can.
It's a pretty shallow cave. You head in. It's just sort of like there's some kind of like leaf litter on the ground. Maybe an animal nested here at one point.
My roots into the heavens thrust. I drunk a spear that never rusts. Though I am strong as any knife, what makes me gleam can end my life.
I want to talk to the mouse.
How do you talk?
Be my guest.
Are you just okay?
Well, I mean, the mouse understands me regardless because the mouse is the mouse. And so I just want to ask the mouse, how do we get the fuck out of here?
The mouse just kind of looks at you.
Gavin resists the urge to cast Firebolt on the mouse.
Oh,
Spend an action to quell that rising within him.
Yeah, I kind of want to show my big green flame blade, see if I can scare the mouse into talking to me.
the mouse is a mouse.
This mouse has led us to believe it is not just a mouse.
That is fair.
I have animal friendships. I don't know if that helps. If it gives any space for communicating more or finding out what the mouse wants or wants us to find.
I mean, it already seems friendly. It's just recalcitrant as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what the poem means. Like a story? My roots into the heavens thrust, like I start at the sky. My trunk and a spear that never rusts. Like, it's eternal. Though I'm as strong as any knife, what makes me gleam can end my life.
I still can't get stalactite out of my head. Oh, are there any stalactites in the cave?
Oh, it can't
There are
be
no
something-
stalactites in the cave.
It can't be something so
What about
little.
stalagmites?
There are no rock protrusions.
All right. Should we just walk in the direction that the mouse pointed?
It got angry when we did that.
Yeah, it got angry when into the cave too. When here we are.
Well,
Maybe it's another portal or some other door that we're supposed to open.
These dire wolves are out there just playing.
can we go back to the dial?
Yeah.
I want to go back to the dial, and I know that we can't turn it back, but can we turn it forward?
No, not quite yet.
Because it's still recharging, was my impression.
Oh, right. 2 hours. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
How much time has passed?
Like 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, yikes.
I mean, whenever you
Yeah.
all decide that you don't have anything else you want to do in this environment, you can hop forward in time.
I mean, I want to walk a little bit. I want to sort of explore in the direction that the mouse was sending us. If they were sending us in that direction, which I'm not entirely sure is what happened.
I mean, it seemed to get cross when we tried to go off in that direction, so...
Well, it seemed to get crossed when we tried to take
the
it.
mouse only got crossed when we tried to take him in the direction that we were going.
Yeah.
True, maybe.
Let's just walk down this. It's up on a hill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's walk down the hill.
Okay.
You know, let's roll down the hill. Let's have fun while
I'm
we're
into
here.
it. At this point, come on, we're either here or we're not, you know?
You roll down the hill, and as you sort of come to a stop, you see the mouse in front of you dash back up the hill.
I'm going to kill that mouse.
I know. That mouse is kind of a punk. Just really kind of recalcitrant, kind of just not cool.
I want to sit. Can we take a short rest?
Yep, you can absolutely take a short rest and kind of while away the rest of the time for the dial to recharge.
I'm going to use one of my hit dice to try and just heal up a little bit.
Yeah, you also, both bards have the Song of Rest.
Oh yeah, I'll sing a.
That's
I'll
what
sing
I
a
was
song.
on.
You want to sing?
Perfect. Take it.
No, you.
Oh no, seriously. I haven't heard you. Actually, you know what? No. You.
I kind of want to hear some Beyonce,
Ooh.
Zola.
Yes.
Oh, Yonsei. Let's see. I could do. I don't know. I've been really stuck on man-hating songs, but I can move away from that.
No. We're fine. We're woke. We're 3 woke men.
So woke.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Now I can't remember anything. Now I can only remember other people. Please go for it.
Okay. So as we all sort of sit here for a second, patch up our wounds, I'll be like, "We're here for what? What is this place? And I'll sing a song that sounds like turned down for what? But it's actually just we're here for what?" And so we all get an additional 1d6 healing dice. So if anybody is using one of their hit dice to heal up, they get to add a 6-sided dice to that total also. So I'm going to roll.
So Rene, if you want to heal any damage, you can roll a d8 and add your Constitution modifier, and then add a d6 to that.
Thank you. I also needed a refresher on how that worked.
So the 8 is a 7,
Uh-huh.
Nice.
and the 6 is a 6.
Whoa.
Wow.
Ooh. So you get 14 hit points back,
Oh, snap.
including your constitution modifier.
Oh, including.
Oh, I don't actually remember what your so add your constitution modifier to that 13 that you rolled.
Nice.
Is that the one at the 1 plus?
Yes.
Great.
Also, yes, so you get 14 hit points back.
Okay. What does that mean?
So you took some damage in the acid room.
Mm-hmm.
So all that gets healed, and you are, I think, back to full health.
Boop, 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 boop. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also back at full health, which is good.
Woo woo. Yes,
What a
friends.
treat.
Yes, friends.
Congrats,
Same
you
here.
guys.
All right. So you spend your short rest. You sense that the dial has recharged.
Super.
Let's go back to the
Should
dial,
we-
guys.
Yes. Should we just pick a different symbol, or have we had any insights?
No,
I know
no
nothing.
insights.
Great. Who
Not
wants to
one.
give it a spin?
I'll do it.
Where are you going?
I'm going back to where it was.
You find that you aren't able to get it back to the neutral.
Okay, so then should I just keep going, you guys?
Yeah.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. You go down to the green flower, and you find yourselves in a lush field with a wide river. And you feel sort of a gentle breeze. There are
Oh.
wildflowers on the riverbank, and there are a pair of crocodiles resting, just kind of looking up at you.
Well, hello.
Crocodiles.
Hi, crocodiles.
Hello, crocodiles.
Oh yeah, is that a concentration spell for you? Oh, it's probably already passed.
I think the duration is, I think, an hour.
Oh, damn.
That's annoying.
Is the mouse here?
No, the mouse is gone. The mouse has not appeared.
What are the crocodiles doing?
They're just kind of looking.
At us?
Yeah.
A wolf and a crocodile.
Got a winter environment, now some sort of sunny.
Flower oasis.
Yeah, can I just do a quick perception check to see if I notice any similarities between these two environments?
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm gonna do the same thing because
Hell yeah.
Boop. Same. Oh. Don't think that was
13.
useful.
13. You don't notice any similarities between the environments, other than they're both like very fully realized. I also want to re-emphasize, just to be clear, the dial is here and the keyhole is also still here, and along with the plaque. So you have all that for reference.
right. I rolled an 11, and what I'm supposed to add 2 to that,
Your wisdom, yeah.
so 13.
Yeah, you don't notice anything in particular, any similarities. It appears to just be kind of a nice like springtime environment.
So we're looking for a key.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can I look at the plaque? Can I pick up the plaque?
You can't pick it up. It is kind of like adhered.
Oh, I see. So I can't like flip it over and see if the key is taped to the back or anything.
No, no,
Like
but
a
you
fucking
are
rock in
welcome
a garden
to.
outside of a suburban home.
Just
You are welcome to investigate this area.
I will do that.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
I'm gonna do that.
Gavin will also start poking around.
Go for it.
6. What do I add to that? Plus
Your
2.
intelligence. Yeah.
So an 8.
Okay.
Gavin got an 18.
Oh,
Okay.
Gavin.
So Gavin kind of, you take a look. Sriracha, you aren't able to really find anything particular about the plaque keyhole situation. Gavin, you take a look and you notice that the keyhole doesn't appear to be for a traditional kind of key. It's sort of cylindrical in nature, and that it seems to be enchanted.
So
How
it's
is it
just like
enchanted?
It's like a circular hole. Yeah.
Is it magical?
It appears to be magical in the same way that like the dial is magical.
I see. Okay. Nothing like, so it wouldn't have like pinged me when all right.
So we're looking for something small, some kind of tube maybe, or
An Allen wrench.
Yeah. Like IKEA furniture. What makes me gleam can end my life. Tooth?
A tooth is an interesting concept.
Both of these creatures have had very big teeth.
Maybe we need a fang? Like an incisor of some kind? Gavin looks thoughtfully at the crocodiles who are not disturbing anyone.
Wow, this is really, really tough, and I'm in a fucking field. And very confused. Wow. Okay.
Don't know.
Well, we should wait it out and go to the next one, I guess.
Yeah, maybe if we can cycle through all of them, we can either get back to the beginning or at least have some idea what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm into doing that.
Let's move forward.
Let's do it.
Okay. You wait it out and you proceed. As you switch the dial to the yellow circle, the ground changes to sand beneath your feet and the temperature rises dramatically as the environment changes to a hot savanna. There are a few trees around. On the nearest one, you see a group of panthers lounging on its branches and at its base.
Big teeth.
I open my blazer.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
I sweat.
hot.
I just sweat and sort of deal with it.
I mean, I'm sweaty too, but I'm more like a sweaty freak. And
Yeah, but I
you're
can't
just
let you
sweaty.
see that I'm sweating.
Yeah.
No, gnomes don't actually perspire.
Ooh.
Well-known fact.
Yeah, they
Lore.
glisten.
The panther.
Yeah, so we got a wolf, a dire wolf, a crocodile, a panther.
Panther.
None of them are attacking us.
Yes, which makes me feel very bad about the idea of potentially stealing their teeth.
Yeah.
Right, so it's probably not, but it is something to be said, right? We've got these big ass animals.
It also-
and
I
they're all,
mean,
like,
the
playing-
intent, Bart's intent was to bring them consciousness to some degree, I guess, right?
Civilization, yes.
Right. So, I'm curious what that means. I'd like to talk again. I don't know when that could happen, but what does advancement mean for them? Has he been successful? Right now, it looks like they're just living the way I expect them to be living.
Yeah.
You can cast your spell again if you want to.
Do we want to circle through all of them?
why don't we
And
wait?
do we talk now or talk later?
Conserve your resources. That's a lot of energy to put out and smell,
I appreciate that. Thank you for thinking. Oh, friend. Yay. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Sounded to me like he was just trying to mansplain your powers, but whatever.
What's that?
Friend.
Sorry. I'm a person for whom masculinity is complicated.
You'll get there. That's the most mansplaining response I could give you.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Oh no. So what are you doing?
I feel like the animals can give us what we need. But 2 hours is too much time to have to wait between each. I'm not sure. But I feel like they can give us what we need.
Yeah, I agree. I'm loath to wait another 2 hours, but perhaps we just cycle through the last one and see.
My roots into the heavens thrust. My trucker spirit that never rusts. Though I'm strong as any knife. Though I'm strong.
This is the punchy episode of the podcast.
He just can't figure it out. Yeah, we should wait. We should go to the next one.
Okay, let's move along.
Yeah.
You hang out and flip to the orange diamond, and a crisp wind blows as you're transported to an autumn wood surrounded by trees whose leaves have turned orange and gold. A family of black bears ambles through the foliage.
Okay, something's up with these animals.
They're all families.
Uh-huh.
They all belong in their environments, too. It's not like we need to take any one into the other one. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I really don't know.
The first animal said they hadn't seen Bart in a while. I imagine he's traveling between the realms, or whatever you call them.
Oh, my roots into the heavens thrust. My trunk a spear that never rusts. Though I'm strong as any knife, what makes me gleam can end my life. What makes something gleam? Light? What would end...
Star.
Light would end something's life? Darkness?
The sun on snow.
There's got to be something in these areas where we could find something that, like, they all have in common. There are trees in all of them. Even the desert.
True.
My trunk a spear that never rusts. So like an evergreen tree?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, we find those in the snowy area.
Evergreen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Hey DM, is there anything we can roll to figure this out? Because we are fucking stumped.
You sure are.
How dare you? I know every lyric to the song Evergreen, written by Barbra Streisand from the movie A Star Is Born. Call me dumb one more time.
I didn't call you dumb.
No. Chadrick did. Chadrick called me dumb.
No, it was Chris. It wasn't Chadrick. It was straight up Chris. And to be honest with you, it wasn't just about you, buddy. We're all in this boat together.
Let me think. Everybody go ahead and make an intelligence check for me.
Ooh, an intelligence
Oh,
check.
right after I fucking drop the advantage for Gavin.
What does that mean? I'm rolling.
Add your intelligence modifier, just the straight
To a d20.
stat
18.
to a d20 roll.
I got an 8.
4. Terrible.
11.
18.
18. Chadrick, you're thinking about it, and you're thinking about. You feel like, yeah, like the winter location definitely has the answer somewhere.
All right. I feel like we should go back to the dire wolves. It's where the mouse was, and what you said, Sriracha, about the evergreen, I don't know. I just think there's something there. Can we go back there?
And then
Gavin,
back
you want
we
to
go.
boost? You want to boost?
As you start to address it, you also find that if you wanted to, you would be able to just pop it back to the neutral as well. That option has opened up to you as well.
I mean, I'm down to go to the evergreen if you're into it. To go to the winter, Gavin. It's up to you.
That's fine by me. I mean, we don't have anywhere else we can go.
Except
Even
to
if
the
we-
neutral.
Well, if we turn it back to the neutral, we're just in a glass box at the bottom of a pit.
In a glass case of emotion.
Okay, so you're heading back to the
Back to the Winter Wonderland, I think.
Okay, you head back to the Winter Wonderland and you see the mouse perched on top of the nearby cave, fringed with ice.
Big deuces. Fuck you, mouse.
I see the sun glinting off of it, and in a flash, Gavin says, "Oh, it's an icicle.
What?
My roots into the heavens thrust. I've lost the printed version of the riddle.
My trunk a spear that never rusts.
Rusts.
Though I am strong as any knife, what makes me gleam can end my life.
My life.
Which is the
Gavin,
sun.
The sun.
The sun.
Gavin stands under an icicle and waves his hand around, and then turns to the taller party members and says, "Will one of you break one of these off, please?"
Yeah. It's probably me. Me, 5'10". I got it.
You got it.
Can I put it in the
And-
keyhole?
Yes.
Yeah, you thrust it. You thrust into the keyhole,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and the door opens.
Whoa, it worked.
You proceed through the door.
Thank-
Yes, let's celebrate
Thank
this
God
puzzle
we.
that took an hour.
This was a hard-ass puzzle.
It sure was.
There's only two ways puzzles go in D&D: 2.5 minutes or an hour and a half.
Holy shit.
That was
we
really
have
hard.
seen
And it was
D&D is a bitch.
yo. I'm just like the
Paul.
whole time like, Gavin, you're so smart. That's so smart. Like I'm like Gavin, like looking down.
It
So
wasn't me, my
you-
friend. It was the sun in the form of the voice of the DM.
Okay.
Stressing
Look at
the
you.
sun
Look at
glinting
you,
off of the
a
icicles.
devotee of Pelor all of a sudden. All right, whatever you
Oh, yes.
say.
So you proceed through the door and down a hallway where you encounter another glass door that opens easily, and this one reveals a very different kind of room. You enter a vast but somehow still cramped library enclosed in a very tall tower. 200 feet above, you can see an open skylight that opens onto a starry night sky.
Oh.
There is a
Don
large...
McLean is singing?
Over my head. 94.
Don't
The
know who that
library
is.
The library contains a large desk with a surface full of books and torn, crumpled papers. And looking around, you see a kind of gnome-sized door that appears to be just hanging on a shelf of books with a ladder hastily nailed to the shelf beneath it. The door is opened. Beyond it, you can see a dusty, empty room that is familiar to you as the above-ground building. And then there's another door all the way across that leads elsewhere into another hallway.
Wow. So this is like we are in a tower.
Yeah,
That is a library.
a library tower.
And adjacent to that dwelling that we started in.
Do you see a door that's sort of, the door is sort of impossibly like hanging on a shelf of books and opening into the shelf of books?
Oh.
Almost as if
Leading
it has
up-
been magically placed there.
Yeah, like it is definitely not just like a door.
All right. Well, listen, I'm in a fucking wizard's tower. I am taking 10 minutes and I am casting detect magic. So you all watch me sing that song and hum that thing and play the lute, and it just sort of like builds and builds and builds, and my eyes get shiny.
So your eyes get shiny and they see the only thing that is lighting up for you is the sort of like locking mechanism of the desk drawers.
Ah.
Oh.
Do
Okay.
you still have the icicle?
Yeah,
No,
but
the
you got
icicle
it.
is gone.
Oh, the icicle's gone. Oh, well.
I mean,
All right, so hey, hey, whoa. All right, so these desk drawers are magically locked. Abjuration, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
With a hint of evocation.
Oh.
yes, I
Hey.
was also assuming that.
Yeah. Yeah, be careful. All right, so look, we can try get into these. Does anybody have? Oh man, can anybody like dispel magic?
I cannot.
These locks are locked magically, and they probably will blow up. But man, I want to know. I'm a curious person. I can't pick them.
I could fight him. Because I'm
Yeah,
a
me
fighter.
Me too.
Me too. All right. Is there anything else around that we should be looking at? That can we do perception or
The surface of
investigation?
the desk has books and papers on it.
I would love
Gavin
to read
will
those.
give those a quick once over and
Yes.
see.
Okay,
What
go
they're
ahead. You sort through them. Go and give me an investigation check.
9.
9. You take a look. The handwriting on the notes is like total chicken scratch. It is almost illegible. There is sort of one phrase that pops out to you. It says Volthoom, good lead, with an exclamation point.
There's that word again.
Volthoom.
Volthoom, good lead.
There's that word again.
So as you're looking through the books, you see two books that are of note to you. The first one is entitled "The Brain in Pain Falls Mainly Beyond the Planes, A Guide to Extraplanar Psionics" by a man named Sabak the Scintillating. And you sort of page through it.
Wow, I love that.
You page through it, and it appears to be mostly about how mysterious aberrations called mind flayers use a magic called psionics to harvest, devour, or alter the brains of sentient creatures. The second book that you notice is called Interdimensional Portals and You by Ordiel Zendarian. And that is sort of about traveling between planes.
First of all, I love those. I love the name of those so much.
I'll tell you, thank our playwright, Matthew Minnicino.
I will. They're delightful. The brains, the planes, and mainly, that's a reference to a musical.
What is a musical?
Well, it's a musical from the 70s.
No, that musical's not from the 70s. How dare you?
I'm sorry. I'm only learning now about musicals, and you said the last one was from the 70s, so I assume all musicals are from the 70s.
Oh, I see. I'm not sure I mentioned a song from a musical, but...
Barbara?
I mentioned Barbara because I can't do anything without mentioning Barbara.
Thanks. Like butter.
It's in his contract.
Duh. But hers was a movie.
No, I know.
Based on another movie. It wasn't really a musical, although there was music in the... Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm just so frustrated because I didn't get to sing Evergreen. What?
I'm taking those books.
Yeah. You take them.
So Bart seemed to have been looking into opening portals to other dimensions and also using psionic magic to harvest brains? Question mark?
Harvest brains?
Well, that's what it's about, right?
That's about what it's about a creature that does that called a mind flayer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he was learning, Bart was learning about portals, and he figured that out because we went through a portal.
Right.
And so the Volthoom, is that the word?
Yes.
Volthoom, good lead. Is that a note to us or a note about where he is?
I suspect the second. I think it was a research lead of some kind.
Can I do an intelligence or history check just to see how much I, as Chadrick, know about what a mind flayer is? Because
go ahead and make a history check.
This is me fighting my metagame instincts because I know a shit ton about mind flayers as a player.
You sure do. Go ahead and roll.
This is just intelligence or history?
You can do history.
20, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You know that they are kind of like a hive mind creature that is sort of beholden to an elder brain. They're very kind of physically weak, but very, very smart, and sort of in pursuit of knowledge to rebuild their lost empire. And
they have tentacles. Do I know the physicality of it?
Tentacles on their faces, kind of tall, purple skinned, like long spindly fingers.
And they literally will suction onto a person's brain, and their mouth will just burrow into their skull and suck their brain out and eat them and gain their knowledge.
Yeah, they feed on knowledge. And their magic is an innate psychic magic.
Yeah, they're terrifying.
They're scary.
Sounds terrifying.
Yes. Yeah. So that is what you know.
And from metagaming Stranger Things, that's where they were oh, it's the mind flayer, this big giant thing who would go into your mind and take it.
Yeah.
Right? And take it and make it their own. That was sort of the lore attached to it from Stranger Things perspective. But it's nothing like this in reality. But what I definitely know is that's a fucking evil thing that this wizard is playing around with. And so I relay that to the group to be this is bad. Whatever this thing is playing with.
Magic.
Yeah, this is scary shit.
Well, it seems whatever is going on, then we should try to track him down and put a stop to it.
No,
or at least pump the brakes a little.
Or save him, maybe. Even save him. Oh. Sorry, that makes me mad.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Chadrick just kind of gets glowers in the corner for a few minutes.
Do we want to try to open this desk? I realize none of us are locksmiths, but there is always the blunt force option, and Gavin hoists his little war hammer.
I mean,
we might as well.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
On the desk and hit down?
Well, that might break whatever's in it.
Well, I don't know. No, so it doesn't poof out at you like you're standing above it.
I see what you're saying.
Conjuration, you know.
Gavin will try to stand off to one side and whack the lock. My God, my dice. That's a 7.
You whack the lock. Go ahead and make a follow-up strength check for me.
Oh, that I'm not good at that. Ooh, but I got a 20. Yeah, not natural. Unnatural 20.
As you hit the lock, a big arc of lightning kind of shoots out from it, and the drawer pops open.
Ooh!
But nobody gets hit by the arc of lightning.
Nobody gets hit by the arc of lightning.
Huzzah!
Nice one, Gavin. Good job. Good job, Gavin.
Thank you. Let's see what we have here, and Gavin will rifle through everything.
Some really nice pens.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Medium point or fine?
Pilot G2 .7s.
This is the most drama nerd bullshit.
I'm a dramaturg. What can I say?
The potentially fatal lightning trap locking away these pens makes sense now.
Totally.
They're so good. They're the best pens. Anyway.
So good.
Disagree.
You have the desk drawer open.
Are they magic?
They did not ping Chad as hell yeah. They did not ping as magical. They're just really nice pens.
Okay.
And there's nothing else in the desk drawer?
Nope.
And do we know what was used to write Volthum good lead on that pad?
You do a comparative look, and based on your knowledge of pens, you conclude these pens were probably used to write all of the notes on the desk.
I'll take a pen. I'm taking a fucking pen.
You steal a pen from this man.
Let's get through that door. I'm pissed at this room.
Gavin, just before we leave, Gavin is weirded out by the lightning trap on the desk drawer holding pens. So I just want to do a check, like feeling around in the drawer for a false bottom or a latch or
make an investigation
any
check.
Other weird stuff. That is a 21.
There are only pens in this drawer.
What the chunk?
Chadrick is literally like squeezing through this tiny gnome-sized door.
Chadrick makes it. Do you all follow?
Yeah, Gavin shuts the drawer and follows Chadrick out of the room.
All right, you proceed into the next room, entering what is clearly a mad scientist's lab, a large chamber whose walls are lined with racks, shelves, and tables, mostly containing jarred brains of different sizes. They crackle with neural energy in their glass jars of bluish liquid. There are several long, magically mechanical robotic arms that reach down from the walls with grasping claws, ostensibly for rearranging or retrieving the jars. Scrolls are sorted into neat piles on the shelves, as well as strange hand-sized glass cylinders containing sparking masses of deep blue energy. Further into the room, you see the ground narrow into a 10-foot wide bridge leading to a central dais, and then 2 bridges branching off of that into chambers that you can't quite see into from where you are. But you see there's this crackling pit of blue and purple energy with tendrils sort of sizzling and sputtering like lightning. And we will find out what that's all about in 2 weeks on Dungeons and Drama Nerds. Dungeons and Drama Nerds is produced by Todd Brian Backus, Percy Hornak, and Nick Orvis, and is mixed and edited by Anthony Sertel-Dean. Of Mice and Monsters, our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure was written by Matthew Minnicino, featuring Christopher Diercksen as Chadrick Bosley, Kevin R. Free as Sriracha, Rene Goddess as Nokuzola, Nicholas Orvis as Gavin the Glorious, and Percy Hornak as our Dungeon Master. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at DN Drama Nerds. Check out cast bios on our website, dungeonsanddramanerds.com, and tune in next week for another episode of Dungeons and Drama Nerds.